Hello class, this is my video response to the word versus action discussion. For the first part, I will be reviewing the first two videos, their main points, and if they're either their main points of their audience or either if they're pathos, logos, or ethos. First video is I went from a third grade dropout to an ultra successful by Rick Rigsby. The main point he tries to express is even if he's at rock bottom, you still must overachieve and stand tall to all challenges. And he expresses that through the third grade dropout being his father, his mother, and his wife. He uses in a story to convey that you must stand strong to the audience, leading it to be a video using pathos to get its point across. The second video is with Denzel Washington, and the main point is to accept failure and push through your goals, that no matter what, you have to keep going and trying and trying. If not, you won't achieve them, and then you will be alone on your deathbed with regret and not able to achieve your goals, basically. And so that's why you must always try and try and try. Even though you might fail, you just have to get back up. And he is a good example for him being a famous actor from nothing at all from before. I felt that video used ethos because it didn't really try to pull from emotion, really, but it tried to establish credibility using many examples of the baseball player that he mentions, I forgot the name, how they don't focus on the strikeouts, but they focus on the home runs, the good achievements. They don't focus on the bad once you get there. Then the second part, there's two other videos. The first part, the second video is, it talks about privilege and race in Singapore, and expresses this through an experiment with a survey of like people with different backgrounds, race, gender, culture. And it tells their shared experience, and if they've experienced racial stereotypes or if they've seen other people like them, or good, positive, and negative things they've experienced in their daily lives in Singapore. And some of them were surprised to see how their race or their culture, their gender they identify as affects them in their daily life. I felt that this video is presented in a way of logos because it is basically an experiment, and excuse me, it's an experiment, and it expresses it's like a survey, basically trying to get these people's perspectives and see how surprised or shocked and how more aware they have to be in the future. And the second video of part two was how it talked about how your race is just a label and how we are all one and the same, and we shouldn't let these labels bear us or like bind us together. And we shouldn't let these labels bind us down, keep us down, and instead express how we're all in unison. We're all one race. We're not this or that or that and that. Even though those might be good things, and express and to recognize and how these are good things and how they might help us. But the video expresses how we should let go of these things and be as one and loving of others, and how these things may be the roots of all our problems, or how it says all the isms, sexism, classism, etc. And I feel this video also pulls from pathos because it tries to express the emotions of love and caring, and how by having these labels it creates negative thoughts and problems that we face today in our daily lives and in the world. All in all, these videos relevant in today's society? Yes, I believe that. Especially the first two, how you got to keep going. You got to stand tall no matter what your opposition is. You can't give up, because if not, you let the world win and you lose. You don't fulfill your dreams, your goals. And you just got to keep standing tall. I really like the message in the first two. And about race and privilege, it's good to recognize people's privileges and how to be aware that you may be more privileged, or be aware that some people may have more privileges than you, and how you can work around that. Basically, it's good to recognize these things, because if not, we don't improve as a society. And although the last video says to let go of these labels we carry, I feel that it's good to recognize them, but don't let them define you, basically. And how I feel it's more important that we should be recognized as the human race as a whole, instead of black, white, Mexican, Hispanic, Asian, etc. All in all, that was my video response, and hope you have a good one.